Okay, I want you to start a new Android project. Just click on this, click on start a new Android Studio project. Okay, keep clicking just next, next, next. I'll just show you. Okay, let stuff be assets. Just click next. Don't do anything. Just click next because we won't be using this anyways. We are doing this just to set up the computer. Just click next. Click finish. Okay, do you get a screen like this? Okay, I want you to click this icon. Can you see this icon? It says SDK Manager. Can you see this icon? Okay, click that icon. Click on SDK Manager. Do you see something like this? Okay, I want you to click on anything above Android 8 or 8.1. I'm sorry. Do you see Android 8.1? If you have a computer which has more than 8 gigabytes of RAM, go with Android Pie or Android Q, with Android 9 or Android 10. If your computer has more than 8 GB of RAM, go with Android 9 or 10. You will have the best experience. If your computer has anywhere around 4 gigs of RAM, then go with Android 8.1. Click that. Just select. So in this computer, I have Android 10 installed. That's fine. But you can go with anything between Android 8.1, 9 or 10. Click any one of them. Done. Okay. Now go to SDK tools. Do you see this tab? Yes, Veroni. No problem. No problem with that. If you have the latest SDK, no problem. Let it be as such. Don't do anything. Yeah, that's not a problem. If you have like you should have any API which is above level 27. Okay, if you have Android 10 installed, no problem. If you do not have anything installed, then select an API which is above level 27. Level 27 is Android Oreo. So just select one thing above Android Oreo. That's it. So no problem. If you have Android 10 already installed, no issues with that. But if you do not have an SDK installed, select one which is above Android 8.1. Done? Okay. Now I want you to go to this SDK tools, the second tab which says SDK tools. I want you to install the following. The first one, which says Android SDK build tools. This one, Android SDK command line tools, CMake, Android emulator. If you have an AMD processor, if you have an AMD based processor, check this one as well. SDK platform tools, Google USB driver, Google Web driver, Intel Haxon, layout inspector image server. I want you to install these. Just take a screenshot. Maybe you can take a screenshot of this. Yeah, if you have an AMD based processor, if your computer does not have an Intel processor, then install that Android emulator hypervisor driver for AMD processors. If you have a non-Intel processor, then check that. Else you don't need that. Have you selected then? say yes or no. So did you find these? Can you see these options? Did you check them? Okay. Others? Does anybody have a problem with this? Okay. So I want you to click on apply now. This will take a while. If you have a stable internet connection, then no problem. Else this will take quite some time. Who are installing this right now? Because I had sent a screenshot earlier. If you had installed it then it should be fine. So who are installing this like this moment right now? யாருமே இதை இப்போ sorry Alina, can you repeat? Okay. If your computer has an AMD processor, then check that and click OK. That's it. Don't click others. Just check this one thing and click OK. Others, uh, yeah, okay. Okay. If you get something like this, just click 2 GB and click OK. That should be fine. Okay. Daniel, do you have Hyper-V enabled on this computer? No. Okay. Okay. Wait. Okay, I think that's the problem. Actually, you need Haxum for AMD processors also, da. Because like Haxum is more of a Silas. Okay, okay. People. Okay, this might not apply to all of you, but if you have Hyper-V enabled, then do not install Haxum. If you have Hyper-V enabled, Hyper-V will be your emulation system. You don't need Haxum. So if you have Hyper-V enabled, no problem. You can just continue with Hyper-V and disable Haxum. This might not apply to all, just to people who have this Hyper-V enabled. So how many of you are installing this now? So seems like everybody has configured this, right? யாராவது இப்போ இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா? I want you to respond. Tony, hello. Okay, okay. Do you have a fast connection? Else this will take quite some time. Okay, okay, okay. So this should be your picture. Sorry, who was that? Okay, okay, okay. Just take your time. This will take some time. So let this run. Meanwhile, we'll do the other configuration. So once you have done this, click OK. Anna, okay, what is that? Yeah, no problem with that. If you have an AMD processor, then just skip Haxen. Okay, is this done? If you have finished the setup, okay. If the setup is running, no problem. Minimize it. Those who have finished it also minimize. We'll be looking at how to configure your Flutter SDK. Do you have the zip file, the Flutter zip file, the SDK zip file which you downloaded earlier? Okay. I want you to unzip that zip file now. Daniel, where do you have the zip file here? Do you have the zip file? Okay. So you find a zip file like this, right? You must have downloaded a zip file which says Flutter Windows some version number stable.zip. Unzip the zip file to a folder. Just right click and click on unzip. So have you unzipped the folder? Okay, just unzip that folder. Done. Others? Others, have you unzipped the folder? Say yes or no. So you should have a folder like this. Okay. So just copy this folder. Just copy this complete folder. Go to your C drive. So open my computer, go to your C drive, paste this folder over here. That's it. Okay. Okay. If you're on your Mac, paste that in your home directory. Yeah. Paste the folder in your home directory. I'll let you know what needs to be done. Once the file copy is complete, rename the files, rename this directory to src. Do you see this folder here? src. In the folder copy and rename that folder to src. Just note this. Meanwhile, I can tell others what needs to be done. Have you noted that? In the folder copy and rename the folder to src. Okay. So meanwhile, others, the Mac users, I'll tell you what needs to be done. Okay. Uh, so you have this zip file, right? Did you unzip the zip file? Now go to your home directory. So press Command Shift and H. You'll go to your home directory. Over here, create a new folder as SDK. Wait, yeah, create a new folder as SDK. Okay, instead what you can do is you have extracted the zip file, right? Just paste the zip file in your home directory and rename that folder to SDK. That's it.